In this vast story called life, aren't we all warriors? But just as even the sharpest weapon eventually becomes blunt on the battlefield, our minds too become exhausted while walking the path of life. Sometimes despair, sometimes failure, and sometimes the deep wounds inflicted by our closest loved ones shatter us from the inside out. In those moments, it feels like every road is closed and the story has reached its end. But exactly in that broken moment, we need a miraculous light that can pull us out of this deep darkness. And that eternal light, that supreme shelter is the Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. The Gita is not just a religious book, it is the ultimate guidebook for teaching humanity how to walk the true path of life. It teaches us how to turn life into an epic by balancing duty, action, and love. Namaskar and welcome to the Motivator channel. The Gita contains 700 verses across 18 chapters, which might not be possible for everyone to read due to the rush of daily life. Therefore, in today's special episode, we will discuss 100 extremely valuable and life-changing thoughts from the Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. I promise you, if you watch this video to the end, you will find a new meaning in life and your purpose for living will change. Friends, Lord Sri Krishna says, just as a small lamp dispels thick darkness and illuminates everything around it, in the same way, truth shines by its own glory. Therefore, even in the face of 1,000 obstacles, a human being must always remain steadfast on the path of truth. Death is that constant truth which has been determined since the beginning of creation. No one can change it. Since the universe was created, this endless cycle of birth and death has been in motion. To remove the fear of death, Krishna explained a beautiful concept to Arjun. He said, just as a person discards old worn-out garments to put on new clothes, the soul similarly casts off a worn-out body to enter a new body. This is the inevitable law of nature. The person who accepts this truth from their heart is freed from fear and attachment, learning to live in the present moment. That is why the wise mourn neither for the dead nor for the living, because they know that what has come must go one day and what has gone will return. While teaching Karma Yoga, Lord Krishna said, action or karma is the greatest religion of man. Humans are born to perform actions. In this creation, no one can sit inactive. Therefore, performing one's duty without worrying about the results is true religion. One of the main causes of a person's downfall is anger. Krishna warns, anger is the gate to hell which pushes a person towards darkness. In a fit of rage, a person's mind becomes unstable and they end up doing the greatest harm to themselves. Therefore, we should practice staying away from anger and keeping ourselves calm. This world is very strange and temporary. What you have today belonged to someone else yesterday, and in the future it will belong to someone else. You came into this world empty-handed and you will leave empty-handed. Therefore, arrogance over this mortal wealth is futile. The greatest battle in life is the battle with one's own mind. The mind is as restless as the wind. It is this mind that drags us towards various desires and lusts. But the person who can control their mind through practice, their focus becomes singular and success naturally falls at their feet. The Gita teaches us that he who has conquered the mind finds not only peace but also freedom from life's unnecessary worries and dissatisfaction. Remember, if you cannot make the mind your friend, this mind will become your greatest enemy. Doubt is a poison that burns a happy home to ashes. A person who always lives in doubt never finds peace. Excessive suspicion destroys the stability of the mind and throws a person into a maze where even relationships shatter into pieces. Always remember, physical beauty only pleases the eyes, but the gentleness of one's nature touches the human heart. Therefore, our behavior should always be pure and humble. Who is doing what or why they are doing it, the further you stay away from this gossip, the happier you will be mentally. In life, who is right and who is wrong is judged by only two entities. One is the Supreme Soul, Paramatma, and the second is our own conscience. Lord Krishna says, he who lacks knowledge and has a shadow of disbelief in God remains deprived of happiness and success throughout his life. The root of all sorrow is moh or attachment. The more a person gets entangled in the bonds of illusion, Maya, the deeper he sinks into the ocean of sorrow. Regretting the past or worrying about the future are both meaningless, because the real happiness of life lies in living in the present. Regarding relationships, Krishna's advice is very clear. He says, respect the one who stands with you in happiness and sorrow, and abandon the one who deceives you. Do not stay for even a moment where you have no respect. Otherwise, people will consider you weak. Just as crops dry up in rainless land, humanity is destroyed in a society without values. Those who say they don't have time actually do not have your name on their priority list. Keep your speech so sweet that if you ever have to take your words back, they don't taste bitter to your own ears. Maintaining self-respect is essential. Otherwise, people will try to suppress you even where your rights are the greatest. Until you accept defeat in your own resolve, no power in the world can defeat you. Remember, you are not weak, perhaps your time is difficult, and time is always changing. So keep doing your karma, because he who has not seen hardship in life can never recognize the true strength within himself. Those who have compassion in their heart, who understand the sorrow of others, do not have to be reborn in this world repeatedly. And remember one thing, do not be arrogant after giving something to someone, because true charity is that which is done with humility. Friends, to understand this deep philosophy of life better, do not forget to subscribe to our channel, Motivator. If you like the video, please give it a like and write Jai Sri Krishna in the comments to offer your devotion. Krishna reminds us, who knows, what you are donating today might be the repayment of a debt from your past life. The lineage, wealth and honor of an arrogant person all wash away in the stream of time. If you don't believe it, look at the history of Ravan, the Kauravas and Kansa. If you must trust someone, do not trust their words, trust their actions. Staying silent for a moment during anger and bowing your head a little when you make a mistake, these two habits make life much easier. Lord Krishna says, the human who recognizes me fully is liberated from this endless cycle of birth and death. The person who reads the Gita and applies its teachings to their life has all their sins washed away. What is written in your destiny will come to you no matter where you are in the world. And what is not in your destiny will be lost even if it comes into your grasp.
Just as a strong wind knocks a boat off its course, uncontrolled desire destroys a human's intelligence. The person who remains equal in happiness and sorrow, honor and dishonor, that person is most dear to me. Krishna says, this entire universe runs on my energy. I create, I sustain, and I destroy. I know all beings of the past, present and future, but no one knows me fully. A deep truth about relationships is, when a wise person stops maintaining a relationship, understand that their self-respect has been wounded. Love always bows down to ask for forgiveness, but ego always holds its head high, expecting to hear an apology. Your identity is made by your karma, not by your name, because there are thousands of people with one name in the world. No matter how much good work you do, people only remember your mistakes, so do not worry about what people say. Often remaining silent is the greatest sign of intelligence, because humans commit the most sins with their tongues. Deception is a debt that will return to you one day through someone else. True vision is that which sees one's own faults and others' virtues. Never trust a person who changes their nature according to the situation. Never compare yourself with anyone in life. You are perfect just the way you are. God gives everyone a chance to improve their life, but He does not give the chance to get time back. What is meant to happen will happen, and what is not meant to happen will never occur. The person who understands this truth never worries. Work done with a good heart never fails. Perhaps the result comes a little late. The biggest mistake in life is the one from which we learn nothing. The result of what you are doing today, you will receive tomorrow. And what you have today is the result of your past karma. Krishna says, I give the person who worships me with devotion and love exactly what they need, and I personally protect what they already have. If you learn who to speak to, when, where, and how much, you have solved half of life's problems. Kanha says, if you get the chance in life, be a light on someone's path, not a thorn. This is not selfishness, this is supreme welfare. The heart in which dharma resides finds the right path, and the heart in which adharma resides goes towards downfall. Humans do not suffer for denying God's existence, humans suffer for not obeying God's rules. Everything is received at the right time, but our impatient nature is the cause of our suffering. Those who mock love are actually ignorant, because love is the source energy of this creation. A little distance in relationships increases love, but excessive distance breaks the relationship. A person becomes as big as their faith. The stronger the faith, the more beautiful the life. In this world, no one gets more than their destiny or before their time. Restraint over spoken words is very important in life, because physical wounds heal, but wounds inflicted by words remain for a lifetime. Sri Krishna says, learn to fight for dharma, learn to stand against adharma, and learn to sacrifice for your loved ones. The nature of truth is like a drop of oil. Even if pressed under water, it will float to the top. Do not do three things in life. Do not make promises when happy, do not make decisions when angry, and do not criticize anyone when sad. The person who does not know themselves is actually ignorant, even if they know the world. If someone rejects you, do not be sad. Think that they are not capable of understanding your value. The relationship that makes you cry is deep, and the relationship that leaves you is weak. Remaining calm is the real strength. Iron becomes strong when it is cold, when hot it can be bent. Similarly, a person with a calm mind can remain steadfast in life. In times of danger, 7 qualities save you: knowledge, humility, intelligence, courage, good deeds, truth, and unshakable faith in God. Hard times make a person lonely, true, but that loneliness makes them the strongest. Respect the one who respects you, but bow your head only where there is love, not fear. When the path seems closed on all sides, leave everything to God. Keep faith like a child. Just as a child laughs when thrown in the air by a father because he knows his father won't let him fall, similarly, keep faith that Krishna won't let you fall. Kanha says, do not make your mind small. When everyone turns their face away, I will stand by you. Do not belittle yourself in front of anyone so much that they consider you dust under their feet. People will understand your importance only when you learn to ignore them. The relationship that brings tears to the eyes is pure. Kanha says, the one who understands your unspoken words is your own, and the one to whom you have to explain everything is a stranger. Humans blame fate, but forget that fate is created by their actions. Karma is greater than fate because karma is in your hands, fate is in God's hands. The wise person is the one who learns by seeing the good in others, not the one who is jealous. True sympathy is very rare in this world. People are valued only after they die. Sorrow is necessary in life because sorrow shapes us as human beings. Only happiness makes a person weak, while hardship makes a person tough. Sri Krishna says, peace of mind is the greatest asset. There is no one richer than the one who can keep their mind stable. Time does not run according to our wishes, we have to run according to time. This is called destiny. Life feels difficult when we try to change the world instead of changing ourselves. Parents are the only people who want their children to be more successful than themselves. Time, friendship, and relationships, these three have no price tag, but when lost, we realize their value. In life, some pains do not let us live, and some responsibilities do not let us die. No matter how much good work you do, your praise will happen only after death. Forgiving someone the first time means you are wise, the second time means you are kind, but the third time means you are foolish. The most precious gem in life is the present time. Once gone, it cannot be bought even with all the wealth in the world. Just as there is joy in worldly pleasures, there is also sorrow hidden in them. But he who is immersed in the love of God finds unbroken bliss. Do not be upset if you do not get what you asked from God, because He gives what is good for you, not what you think you like. There should be at least one person in life with whom you can speak your heart out with. That person is indeed the divine. Kanha says, "He who remembers me at the moment of death reaches my abode directly." Circumstances and time change when they see an opportunity. When people criticize you, understand that you are becoming successful. The power to distinguish between lies and truth is called conscience. Kanha says, "I am in the fragrance of the earth, in the heat of the fire. I am life, I am penance." Just as a boat is needed to cross the ocean, truth is needed to reach heaven. Even if we remain silent, He who hears everything is the Supreme Lord. Live in such a way that even if someone speaks ill of you, others do not believe it. Soul connections happen only with those with whom we have a bond from past lives. Kanha says, "Even being God, I could not change destiny. I wanted Radha, Meera loved me, and fate made me Rukmini's. Weapons only cut the body, but harsh words cut the soul." Most of life's sorrows come from our excessive expectations. Let go of hope, and happiness will come to you. In the war of life, you are Arjuna, and you are Krishna. You have to be your own charioteer. Speak so sweetly that if you have to take your words back, it doesn't hurt. He who works without worrying about the fruit is successful.
Serve everyone, but do not expect a return. The real value of service will be given by God. A person reveals their lineage through their behavior. To err is human nature, to admit it is culture, and to correct it is progress. People change houses, change friends, yet remain unhappy because they do not change themselves. Do not doubt God's judgment. If you are suffering, think that the debt of some karma is being paid. The soul is neither born nor dies. This body is not yours, nor are you the body's. The body will merge into the 5 elements, but the soul is immortal. What you call death is actually the beginning of a new life. Sorrow comes not to break us, but to test us. He who remains calm is the true wise one. What is gone was good, what is here is good, and what will come will be good. Not the past or future, the present is the truth. A wise person refines themselves repeatedly like melting gold. The Lord says, "In a moment, a king can become a beggar, and a beggar can become a king." Remove the distinction of mine and yours from your mind, and you will see the whole world is yours. Do not rely only on luck, because karma is the real deal. Change your thoughts, and your life will change. Some paths in life must be walked alone. There is no one there, only your courage. Do the difficult tasks first. The easy ones will happen on their own. Whatever happens in life happens for some good. When self-interest ends, people don't even look back. So keep trust only in yourself. The road does not end, only our courage runs out. To learn swimming, you have to get into the water. If sacrificing a small pleasure brings great joy, then doing so is the work of a wise man. In life, faith is food, good deeds are shelter, and knowledge is light. Danger does not come from outside, it comes from our own people. Just as water enters a boat from below, danger comes from within the house. Health is wealth, contentment is happiness, and trust is the relationship. There is a very thin line between worry, chinta, and a funeral pyre, chitta. The pyre burns the dead, and worry burns the living. Do not boast about what you have, and do not be jealous seeing others, because jealousy steals peace of mind. The world has always swung on the cradle of praise and criticism. He who loves himself does not hurt others. Those who keep their minds away from bad thoughts find peace. People who talk too much get stuck in words, and smiling people say a lot without speaking. Bathing with water only cleans the body, but bathing with sweat cleans destiny. It takes a moment to break a relationship, but a lifetime to build one.
Speak clearly what is in your mind. Truth draws people closer, lies push them away. Waking up late destroys resolve. Those who are successful wake up at dawn. Give space in your heart only to the one who gives you space. To get success, believe in karma, because luck is tested in gambling. If you want to be dear in life, say you more, we less than that, and I the least. Do not waste energy on worry, use energy to find solutions. Bad starts from seeing or hearing bad things. The biggest inspiration is our own thoughts, so think big. The rule of karma is simple. As you do, so shall you receive. The human who got this birth but did not take the name of Radha Krishna drank poison instead of nectar. He who endures sorrow understands the value of happiness, but he who gives sorrow to others never finds peace. Keep mercy in your heart, not anger. The thunder of clouds does not bloom flowers, rain does. Even if a liar speaks sweet words, he is poison, and even if a truthful person speaks bitter words, he is medicine. Just as one lamp lights 1,000 lamps, sharing happiness increases it, never decreases it. Sri Krishna says, "O human, if you want liberation, remember me." Making a mistake is not a fault, not correcting the mistake is the fault. Humans change everything, but because they do not change themselves, they remain unhappy. There is no mistake in God's judgment. If you are hurt, understand there was a mistake somewhere. He who does not take the name of the Lord finds peace neither in this world nor in the next. The truth of life is like a lamp that burns itself to give light. When you recognize the light within, you don't need light outside. The root of all sorrow is hope, and the root of all peace is sacrifice. A person who compares themselves with others can never be happy. The day you take responsibility for your own actions, your destiny will start changing. Humans create heaven or hell with their thoughts. If thoughts are good, everything is good. Sri Krishna says, "A man's mind is his friend, and again, the mind is his enemy. He who conquers the mind is the conqueror of the world." The Gita has a profound lesson about company or Sangat. If a drop of water falls on a hot pan, it evaporates in an instant. If that same drop falls on a lotus leaf, it shines like a pearl. Again, if that drop falls into an oyster's mouth, it becomes a priceless pearl. But if it falls into a snake's mouth, it becomes poison. The drop of water is the same, only the company is different. Similarly, who you associate with determines whether you will become ash or a pearl. Kanha says, "Life is like an hourglass. The sand that has fallen to the bottom is the past, what is on top is the future. But the thin part through which the sand is falling, that is the present. We waste this present by thinking about the past or future. He who says, 'I will do it later,' forgets, later it will still be now." Sri Krishna gives the example of a butterfly. When a butterfly struggles to get out of the cocoon, its wings become strong. If you help it from the outside and cut the cocoon to make it easy, it will never be able to fly. Our life struggles are exactly like that. They come to strengthen our wings so we can fly to the heights of the sky. So do not be afraid of pain. That is what is giving you the strength to fly. My dear viewers, that is all for today's video. I hope these immortal words of Sri Krishna will show a new direction in your life and you will be able to learn something new every day. I request you to subscribe to our channel Motivator and give the video a like and write Jai Shri Krishna with all your heart in the comments. By this, your devotion will reach the feet of the Lord and your day will be auspicious. Thank you.